What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we have an account tune-up. But this one is a big example, perfect example of when you have a newer player on a newer account that really doesn't know how to focus their time and energy into the right areas. They waste some resources. They definitely waste some stuff in Celestial Island. That's a big one on this one. Progress is being held up a ton by Celestial Island. You might be asking, how is that the thing, Barry? Well, just wait. And of course, the other big one is using heroes that can be built as 10-star food as 6-star fodder. You'll see the perfect example with the Bades here, but hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Definitely try to avoid these mistakes, because these mistakes might happen even to the best of us, honestly. I know I've done it on occasion where I built a hero as a 6-star. I'm like, oh, I totally needed those copies to make a 10-star hero for food. So hopefully this helped you guys out. Hopefully you enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, so for Logx, we are on iOS. We are on a very early game account. So we got to just see if he's working in the right direction. I do see that very nice E1 ticks. Yeah, Echo of Death can be a really good artifact on him if you don't have a Punisher staff. The extra crit chance and attack is really good. The one thing you lose out on is, of course, the crit damage. But I mean, in this scenario, a holy attack HP is decent. You definitely want to try to get that stone up to an S1 or higher and go for a holy attack stone. But yeah, overall, no skin. HP enable, probably be better off with the attack enable, honestly. That would probably net you better gains right here. Yeah, so that's not bad. We do have the support heroes. Echo of Death is decent. What other artifacts do we have? Probably not many. Yeah, we got like a Wind God. Got a Black Sword that's not bad. A lot of red artifacts. Not too bad. So really what it comes down to for Aspen dungeon runs with your ticks is going to be running him extremely offensive. So you want that attack node right there. And if you can in the future, upgrade your gear as well. That's going to be something that's going to help out a ton. Fresh as a goat. I'll check that here in a second there. But yeah, I mean, you're literally just banking on having enough healing potions to get further in Aspen Dungeon. You are on difficult 41, which isn't horrible, but I feel like an E1 ticks should be able to get you close to hell. You should at least be able to get through Nightmare. I would say so. But yeah, let's see. Do you have any ticks copies is the question. Any ticks copies? Doesn't look like it. You don't have any relics either. So yeah, it is going to be slow going. Hopefully in Chinese New Year, you can get more ticks copies, because you already have a 9-star Lord Balrog. Yeah, sadly, I run out of healing and AD. That's simply what AD is for most people early game, is you just run out of potions. This Sigmund is probably food in my eyes as well. I am not one to really care about the advantages of a Sigmund early game if it's going to hold back progress on your main hero. So making a 10-star Balrog, or actually you need the 9-star Balrog. Yeah, maybe make a Bade. Although, oh no, this is one mistake I see a lot of people in the early game make, is using like the Bades here. So we have a 7-star Bade and we have a 6-star Bade. Try to save up elite hero copies that can be brought up to 10-star in just about every faction, because eventually, once you get past E2, you're gonna need 10 stars. And honestly, one thing that can hold your progress back is not necessarily food, but the exact hero copies you need to make a 10-star. Like right here, we can't make a Balrog right now. We don't have the Balrog copies. We don't have the Sigmund copies right now either. We were close to Bade. We were really close. You just needed one more Bade copy and you would have been there. But it's something you really have to focus on early game, is not wasting your heroes that can potentially be 10-starred. So that's one thing I made a mistake on, even on my free-to-play one time, is I actually built a hero before I knew I was going to have enough copies. Luckily, I did get lucky from 5-star shards and found an Emily. But this is something that can cause a lot of hold, like put your progress on extreme hold when you don't have what you need, because you did say you do have a 9-star coming. It's in 45 days. That's a long ways out. Ooh. Okay. This is something we need to go over for anybody in the early game. Celestial Island missions. All of these, especially Arsenal, durability, they're all things you should not have gone for yet. First thing everybody needs to do, everybody, is straight up get engine to level max 6, right? I think 6 is max because is 5 max? I don't remember. I think it's 6. You need to get the speed all the way to max. If you don't, you run into these issues where your 9-star quests are 45 days instead of like 30-ish days. That's a lot of progress you're slowing down. So make sure in the future you're only upgrading your engine first. That's going to make a lot of progress on this account. Try not to spread these out too much. I know it looks like you kind of just wanted to unlock them. And you went for the light side. What you need to be focusing on is your dark side, because you have a Tix, which is on the evil side here. I would honestly work on this statue here. The fact that you went in on the light one is a little bit regrettable, but hey, lessons learned, right? Tavern quest, do you have any saved up? You've got some saved up. Let's check your monthlies and see how those are going. You got those done. Yeah, you need to try to get 7-star quests, of course. You got that done. You're making progress there. Yeah, overall, as far as monthlies go, not too bad. But the big thing here and the big learning points, there's actually a couple learning points from this. Aspen Dungeon, you'll clear eventually. Same with Tower of Oblivion, although Tower of Oblivion, you'll see even more progress from Tix if you can manage to find an energy artifact. And I don't think you had an energy anywhere, right? No. Energy artifact will be great because it guarantees he gets a round 1 active, which is going to clear out tons of stuff. Even things like this, I mean, if you just put a fodder team in front of him, use your pet. I see you've unlocked all your pets too. That's a little bit of a waste of materials, but it's fine for now. But you definitely want to be using this Tix and just getting these huge round 2 actives off. I'm surprised. It looks like you might not have even pushed tower much. Although, yeah, getting to another active is pretty rough with Tix. I can see that. That's why getting like a round 1 active just does so much more damage. But yeah, number 1, way too many projects as far as like your shadow. Try to make sure you don't use 10-starable heroes as 6-star food unless you already have 5 of that hero that you can use for a 10-star. You got a Nosuke copy. That'll be a nice build in the future. You got a Garuda. Of course, don't feed off the very strong heroes. Just save them. You'll eventually use them. Dark, you somehow managed to have 2 carries, which is really good. On your PvP team, you should be using both of these carries right here. I would honestly, I would sit the Heart Watcher right here and put another level 100 carry in. They're just extremely, extremely strong in PvP early game. As far as PvE as well, when you're going into these fights, I would highly suggest if you're having trouble living using the carries, but you're on that Gru wave. You're never going to get past that Gru wave this early on. Tix is not great, but yeah, the carries revive. The carries drain energy. Definitely throw the 2 carries on your team. If anybody out there is brand new player and they have a couple of, even just 1 5-star carry, even if your heroes are 6, 7, 8, 9-star, but they're not great at PvP, that 5-star carry at level 100 is going to be so much better. But another big lesson learned here is if you are on Celestial Island missions, make sure, please make sure you don't upgrade anything before your engine is maxed out. After the engine is maxed out, move over to the cargo hold. After cargo hold is maxed out, move over to Arsenal. And then lastly, after Arsenal, make sure you're getting that fleet armor. Now, of course, the big thing here, make sure you're using the correct statue early game. I would highly suggest on a lot of people doing like the HP or the attack node in the faction they're going for. In this case, for Tix, I would have most likely gone for the attack statue right here. If you want to regress it, you can dismantle it, but you do lose quite a bit of resources. So you have to make that decision if you're going to be building a light hero in the future. But besides that, that's pretty much the best advice I can give you. As far as Aspen Dungeon goes, you just got to get a little bit lucky with those milks and those potions so that you can clear all the way up to Hell 1.